What is up, guys? It is Jordy with Backdoor Fantasy Sports, and I'm bringing you this video solo tonight. Russo is feeling really under the weather like I am. He wanted me to let you guys know that he's good, but he's just got no voice tonight, so he's like, I don't think I could get through it. So I don't mind doing it solo. Obviously, we've both had to do this quite a bit now, so it's pretty natural for us to get through these at this point. I'm not used to doing his spiel. He's an awesome talker when it comes to all this stuff, so forgive me if I kind of ramble through some of this stuff, but yeah, let's just get right into it. If you've never tried Prize Picks, use the promo code down below. They'll match your first deposit up to $100, so if you put in $100, they'll give you $200 to play with, so it's a really good deal. So use that promo code down below. And if you guys don't mind continuing to support the channel by subscribing, you guys have been awesome. We just hit 9,000 subs. We're so stoked. We never thought that we'd be here, starting this channel so soon. So it's been awesome, and we really appreciate you guys on that one. And then, yeah, the best way to support the channel other than subscribing is to like the channel. So if you don't mind doing that, you guys have been killing it with the likes. For our size of channel, we get insane amounts of likes and comments, and we love it. So we love talking to you guys in the comments below, and it's been a great time. All right, and so getting into the plays. These are the plays I'm going to be taking tonight. So I've got Luke Kennard for over 3.5 assists. I've got Lou Dort for over 12.5 points and assists. Scotty Barnes for over 1.5 3-pointers made, and Vince Williams Jr. for over 1.5 turnovers. So gonna be rolling those. So before we get into the breakdown and my recap, if you guys have never tried Chalkboard, we just partnered up with them, and they're a super fun app to use. It's kind of like Prize Picks, and it's kind of like Sleeper. So basically the way it works, instead of getting like flex plays or anything like that, or like Prize Picks, where if you take 6 players and you hit on 5 out of 6, you get like 2x your money back. They don't have anything like that, but what they do have that no other app that I know of has is you can set your own lines. So like Scotty Barnes, for instance, for the 1.5 3-pointers made, I could take him to go over 2.5 rather than 1.5 and get a higher multiplier, or take him for 0.5 over and get a lower multiplier. So pretty cool. You can build your lineup, and you can get all the way up to 100x on your payout, depending on what you take. So it's really, really cool. We've been having a great time with that, and you can bet a minimum of $1 on your plays. So if you guys like small unit betting, you can go with that. So it's pretty fun. We've been enjoying it over there. So if you want to check that out, there's a link in the description below. Use code BACKDOOR at sign up, and they'll match your first deposit up to $100, just like Prize Picks. So use code BACKDOOR in the promo code section, and you will get $200 to play with if you put $100 in. You can do whatever you want, but all the way up to $100. So pretty cool. We've been enjoying it over there. So yeah, let's get into my recap real quick. All right, so for the recap in the night video, I'm just going to be going over my plays. I don't want to go over Russo's. So for my recap in the night video, I took Jalen Johnson for over 11.5 rebounds and assists. He cashed. He went for 12. So just right there, that's all we needed him to do. So I was stoked on that one. And then my next play, man, this was pretty frustrating. But we took Malik Beasley. Obviously, I've taken Thug Shake a lot. I love the dude. He's just a gunner, and I'm a huge fan of that play style. But they got torched. The Bucks got ran out of the stadium tonight. He only played 22 minutes. He had 2 points. He shot 1 for 6 from the floor and 0 for 3 from 3-pointers. So he had a rough shooting night. I don't know if he would have hit even if he had a full game, just with how he was shooting. That was the story of the night for the Bucks in general, man. Like, they got blown out. The end score was 95-135 Cleveland. And I don't think any of their starters played at all in the fourth and a little bit of the third. So it was a nasty game. These blowouts have been killing us lately with some of these plays, and it's pretty frustrating. It seems like there's one every slate now. That's why we were happy with the last slate, 2 nights ago, because there was no blowouts. It was just a 3-game slate, and tonight's pretty similar. We got a 5-game slate, some pretty good games. There's only one game that has blowout potential. So I'll get into that. But so for the day video, I took LaMelo Ball's PRA over 35.5. He hit. He went for 41. I took Taurean Prince's points for over 9.5. He went for 9. So he just hooked us by 0.5. He shot 3 for 8 from the floor, and he shot 0 for 3 from 3-pointer. And he got fouled, and he missed a foul shot, and that foul shot would have put him over. So pretty rough on that one. And to make matters worse, He's starting for LA now. This is like their 4th different lineup they've had. And he got into foul trouble in the 3rd quarter, and then they benched him entirely for the 4th. So pretty rough. But then we also took Bogdanovic for over 2.5 rebounds. He went for 4. So 3 and 2 on the whole thing for me. Not terrible. Trying to get that sweep for us. But, I think Russo had a similar night. One of his were like a DNP because that game got canceled. That was pretty crazy. But, yeah, we're both just feeling it, man. Keep us both in your prayers, obviously. We're both feeling this sickness a little bit. So I'm just going to try to get into these plays here. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get into these plays. All right, so my first play here is Luke Kennard's assists over 3.5. I like this play a lot. Luke Kennard's getting a lot of playing time. He's over the last 2 games, he's finally getting some big minutes. Really over the last 3 games because of injury. Memphis is really beat up, man. Like, look at this list. Marcus Smart out, Derrick Rose out, Morant out, Brandon Clark out, Desmond Bane out, Steven Adams. Like, they've got a lot of problems. So a lot of these guys are getting a lot of playing time, and that's fine because their lines are set low, so we can take advantage of some of these. I really like this one because he's got a lot of playing time, and it's a good matchup for him. It's a tough matchup, but I think 3.5 is so low that he could get this done for us. Obviously, this is Minnesota, so they're very tough. They've got a really hard matchup against them here. They're favored pretty much to get blown out. So, it's a 13-point spread in favor of the Minnesota Timberwolves, and it's 215 over under. So if you guys don't feel comfortable about this play, don't take it, but I'm going to be taking it just because it's so low. Daily Grind has it juiced at a 53% to go over and a -133. So kind of confirmed me on that one. So I really like this play to go over, with the playing time he's been getting. He's their shooting guard right now with no Bane. So I really like this play, taking it to go over. And then for my next one here, I'm taking Lou Dort's points and assists to go over at 12.5. Lou Dort's been playing a lot better. He's gone over this in 6 out of his last 10 games, 12 out of 20. So not terrible in general, but it's a great matchup for him. He's actually their shooting forward or small forward right now. Oh my God. He's their small forward right now. So, they've got him listed as a shooting guard on here, but he does play shooting guard sometimes, but he's mainly their starting small forward. I don't know why I keep saying shooting forward. But if you look at this play on Daily Grind, they've got it juiced to go over as well at a 51.85% chance and a -132. I think it's just because of how he's been playing and the matchup he's got ahead of him here. The over-under on this game is a 246.5 with a 3-point favorite in favor of Oklahoma City. So, this is going to be a fun game, high-scoring game. We don't really know how this game's going to go. They've been doing this with the Utah Jazz a lot where they're favoring them to get like blown out or to not win at all, and then they just blow the other team out of the water. So who knows? I don't think OKC is going to let that happen, but you never know. So I'm pretty excited about this one. Going to be taking Dort for over 12.5 points and assists here. And for my next play, I have Scotty Barnes for over 1.3 or 1.5 3-pointers made. He's been doing this enough, but obviously no Pascal Siakam anymore. So the coach was already talking about making Scotty Barnes a big part of the offense. He has been anyway, but they're saying he's going to really have to take a hold of this team, because they just, obviously they got Bruce Brown, who's going to have a big impact, but I think they're trying to make Scotty like the face of the team. So, they traded everyone away pretty much. So he's going to have to get it done. This is juiced to go over his last 5 games or his last 10 games. He's been in kind of a slump with this. If you look at his last 20, he was in a much better rhythm earlier on, but he was getting more offensive work. I kind of looked through and, you could tell that his shooting percentages were a lot better because he was getting more attempts. You can see he was averaging 6 attempts, shooting 34%, and then over the last 10, he's only averaging 5, shooting 26%. But it's a decent matchup for him against Chicago. The over-under on this game is 225 with a 2.5 point spread in favor of Chicago. I don't really know. We'll have to see how this team looks, but I think Toronto's a lot better than people think. But, they're gutting the team, and they're just keeping a couple of their pieces. So we'll see. I think Scotty's going to get this done. I think he's going to have to really start playing at a different level to keep them in it. So he's a great player too. So I'm going to be rolling the dice on this one. If you guys don't like, you don't have to take it. But with his attempts and what he's shooting, he shot 6 attempts against Miami and only made one of them. 17% is pretty bad, but I feel good about this one. If you look at daily grind here, they've got this at a 53.83% chance with a minus 137. So I don't know if they're thinking the same thing I am, like he's going to have to do more. So I'm feeling good about this one. I'm going to be taking the over on it. And then my last play is Vince Williams Jr. And this guy's been getting a lot more playing time, and he was already turning the ball over quite a bit without the playing time. But over the last 3 games, he's gotten a lot more, really the last 2. And he's turning the ball over quite a bit with these starting minutes he's getting. He's their starting small forward right now. And he's just, he's turned the ball over quite a bit in these last 2 games. And now he's going up against arguably the best team, one of the best teams in the NBA right now. Like, they're the best in the West, and that's a tough division. So, Minnesota, they're really tough defensively. So obviously they're forcing 2.4 turnovers to his position. So getting us 2, I don't think is going to be a problem against this. Obviously the over-under is looking nasty, so I think this one's going to be pretty safe to hit. So I'm taking Vince for over 2.5 turnovers. Not much more to say about that one. On DG, it's juiced to go over to 52%, minus 132. So yeah, guys, that is the 4 plays I have for you tonight. Sorry if I was kind of rambling a little bit in this video. Used to doing it with Russo, but yeah, we're partnered with Outlier too. They're our like favorite statistical thing to use when it comes to like looking at injury reports and pulling up like past games and stats on players and stuff like that. So we've used a lot of apps over the years, and Outlier is one of my favorites. So we're so stoked to have a deal with them. We're partnered with them now, so you can check out the link in the description below, and they'll give you a 7-day free trial. So yeah, check them out for sure. Use our link in the description. And yeah, if you want to check out any of the tools from Daily Grind, we love those guys. They've been awesome to us. They're our first sponsor on the channel. And, they've gone out of their way for us so many times and helped us out with so many different things in this space. So we really appreciate them. So if you want to check out any of their tools, they'll give you guys 25% off on any tool you like. They have a correlation tool for the NFL that we love using. It's awesome. So yeah, it's just a really fun thing to use. We use their DFS optimizer for all of these videos, and they help us confirm plays and find plays. And if you just kind of want to like mindlessly throw some plays together before the games start and stuff, they're the best tool to use. So we really appreciate them. But yeah, if you want to check them out, use code backdoor at checkout, and they'll give you 25% off on any tool, all one word, just backdoor. And yeah, check them out. And then if you want to check out our Discord, the link is in the description for that. I posted these plays in there before I got into filming it, so they didn't move on any of you guys, and it's awesome in there. I posted a slip in there actually tonight that was a 6-play pick, and it ended up hitting. So we get a lot of value in there. Sometimes there's just really good lines right before the games start, because you don't get stuff in these first look videos, and even in the day videos, we don't get some of these players that we want, like Russell Westbrook or Christian Braun, or just random players that have really good lines and good value, and you get them right before the game. So we've thrown in a lot of slips right before the game, so it's a good time to check out the Discord. Links in the description for that. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for bearing with me tonight, and we're excited to have Russo back in the next one, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for the daily video. Thank you guys so much again. God bless, and good luck tomorrow, guys.